Hello and welcome to Atlantic TV. This is Atlantic News. First, the headlines. Now the news in full. The wife of a military officer and 6 others were kidnapped by bandits on Tuesday when they stormed Keke A and Keke B areas of the New Millennium City in Chiko local government area of Kaduna State. It was gathered that the bandits invaded the community around 11 p.m. on Tuesday and operated for about an hour unchallenged. According to a source, 3 persons were kidnapped at the Keke A area. The source explained that it was a night of horror, saying that the bandits came around 11 p.m. and their main target was a house at Keke A area belonging to a military officer. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria (IPMAN) has backtracked on the pump price of premium motor spirit PMS, otherwise known as petroleum. President of the association, Elder Chinedu Okoronkwo, spoke at a press conference on Wednesday at the backdrop of earlier indications by petroleum dealers that a pump price of 165 naira per litre was no longer sustainable. He urged members of the IPMAN to maintain a status quo of 165 naira per litre, particularly in Lagos, where the association secretary, Mr. Akim Balogu, on Monday declared a PMS pump price of 180 naira per litre. A businessman identified as Dabriju Aranju, who is based in Maiduguri, has been arrested for illegally tapping power from an electricity installation. It was gathered that the electricity installation was built to power street lights for residents of the area. Dabriju used the street light supply to run every duty equipment in his shop located at NUJ New GRA, where he sold cold drinks, ice blocks, and other provisions. He was also accused of illegally extending the space of a shop into an unauthorized territory encroaching on public road. And on the entertainment scene, we have Davido awards 5-year scholarship to Ghanaian student Morro Suleyman, who scored a A1 parallel in his WAEC exams. The brilliant student, identified as Morro Suleyman, scored an A1 parallel after he sat for the West African Examination Council WAEC in 2021, but he was unable to proceed to university level due to financial reasons. Reacting to the report earlier in the day, Davido took to his social media pages to launch a search for him, which later yielded results as he shared tweets of notifying the public of his contact with the students. And on the sport news, we have the 2022 Qatar World Cup will be the first ever with a sex ban for players and fans, with defaulters to be sentenced to 7 years in prison. Public drinking, parties, and other social events would also not be allowed during the tournament in a predominantly Muslim country. The country plans to enforce the ban and not exclude foreign fans who would be in the country for the duration of the tournament. Apart from a law against drinking in public and sex between unmarried people, Qatar also forbids anyone being publicly intoxicated. Public display of affection between men and women, even if married, is also a crime and should not be caught wearing revealing clothes in the public. And on the foreign scene, we have Ukraine will be accepted as a candidate to join European Union on Thursday, a move that will boost the country's morale as a battle with Russian troops for 2 cities in the east reached what one official called a fierce climax. Although the approval of Kyiv government's application by EU leaders meeting in Brussels just the start of what will be a years-long process, it signifies a huge geopolitical shift and will irritate Russia as it struggles to impose its will on Ukraine. And that's how we wrap up the news here on Atlantic TV. Do follow us on our social media platforms scrolling down your screen. Do have a lovely day ahead.